All right, so we are talking about the aging pigment. We've been talking about that for the last few episodes by way of quick review. To get rid of lipofuscin, dark fat. To get rid of it, use lecithin, especially after eating fatty foods. Lecithin can also, in addition to helping drain away lipofuscin, lecithin granules, which you can buy in a health food store. That's Lecithin. Lecithin. Lecithin's amazing stuff for the brain and for the adrenal glands and for fat absorption. And it also helps with the drainage of lipofuscin. Put a little lecithin granules in your smoothie. Eggs are a great source of lecithin, so if you crack an egg in your smoothie, you'll get some lecithin in there too. Lecithin also helps you process and digest fats and fatty foods. It'll make your smoothies nice and creamy too. It's an emulsifying agent. An emulsifier pulls in the water and the oil phases of your smoothie, pulls them in together. It's used in ice cream and chocolates, and it's used in the food industry a lot. I use it in my skincare products sometimes when I want a nice, gentle emulsifying agent. Anyway, lecithin is awesome stuff. It tastes great. You can use lecithin capsules, or you can use lecithin oil, or you can use the granules. I like the granules myself. Anything that helps you process fats is going to help you improve the elimination of your aging pigment, and that includes digestive enzymes, specifically something called lipase, L-I-P-A-S-E. The suffix, the ending of a word, A-S-E, always tells you you're dealing with an enzyme. Lipase is an enzyme that helps you process lipids. Proteases are enzymes that help you process protein. Amylase are enzymes that help you process carbohydrates. In any case, you'll get your lipase and your ultimate enzymes. You'll also get bile salts. Again, those will help you process fats too. We talked about DMAE, dimethylaminoethanol. You get that at a health food store, or you can get it on the internet. That's actually considered, DMAE is considered to be the most important of all the anti-lipofuscin busting nutrients. DMAE is also very important for brain health. It's important for fat absorption, fat utilization. It could be used by older folks who are having problems with dementia or cognitive impairment, or even younger folks. It can be used topically, although I haven't seen tremendous benefits from topical application of DMAE. There are some people who feel like it might work for anti-wrinkles. Dr. Perry Cohn, who many of you have heard of, cut his teeth. He got pretty darn rich, actually, by recommending DMAE. I've never seen it work personally, but that's just something. Just FYI, topical DMAE, dimethylaminoethanol, certainly internally, that's well known that it can have some benefits internally for brain health issues. Vitamin E can be helpful for lipofuscin. Vitamin A can be helpful for lipofuscin. We covered all of these in the past few days. Covered all of these. I guess we've been talking about lipofuscin now probably 4 or 5 days, 4 or 5 episodes anyway. And one of the best ways, of course, to eliminate lipofuscin and to minimize disease and to slow down the aging process is to improve your lymphatic circulation by moving your body and activating your muscles. The lymph is part of the circulatory system. When we think of circulation, we mostly think of blood. But half of the circulatory system, or at least a good portion of the circulatory system, is lymph. Lymph is actually part of the same system that the blood is, and it's kind of an artificial distinction that we make. In any case, the lymph moves poisons around, and the lymph moves fatty nutrients around, and keeping your lymphatic system moving is super duper important for anti-aging, for staying young, for improving disease, for reducing the risks of cancer. So anything you could do to improve muscular contractions, in addition to helping for cosmetic reasons to help improve age spots, is going to help with longevity. Remember, lipofuscin happens in the brain and the heart too. So moving the lymph is super, super important. The lymphatic system depends on muscular contraction for its pumping action, so get on a rebounder. Cost you $60, $70 to have a little rebounder. Keep it in the corner of your living room and jump up on the rebounder 1 or 2 minutes a day. Doesn't take much. No matter how unhealthy you are, you can still do 10 seconds or 15 seconds on the rebounder, and it's fun too. Brisk walks, especially taking a brisk walk up and down stairs, can be very helpful. Even a leisurely walk can help improve lymphatic circulation. And because these are so simple, it's how much does it cost and how difficult is it to take a walk around the block or walk up and down the stairs? These strategies are so simple, and they're cheap, they're inexpensive. And because pretty much all dis-ease has an element of lymphatic congestion, especially cancer, these are all effective anti-cancer, anti-aging, pro-health strategies that everyone can do, that everyone should be doing. The cost is trivial, the beneficial effects are wide-ranging, and they don't require any doctoring or any medicalization. That's what we're about here on the bright side. Being healthy without doctors, being healthy without medical intervention, being healthy without pharmacists, without me, without drugs, without Obamacare, without insurance companies. Why have we collapsed these two very disparate, these two different ideas, medicine and health? Why is it that medicine has become health? I'm telling you, medicine is not health. Medicine may be even, arguably anyway, the opposite of health. If you want to be healthy, it doesn't require medicalization, and nothing exemplifies the non-medical element, the non-medical aspects of health more than the benefits you get by taking a walk around the block or jumping on a rebounder. First thing in the morning, by the way, is the best time to move your lymph, because remember, the lymph is moving, the lymph is circulating through the body via muscular contraction. At night, you're laying in bed for 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 12 hours, however long you're laying in bed. Because the lymph depends on muscular contraction for its circulation. That means for 8 or 6 or 10 or 12 hours that you're laying in bed, your lymph isn't moving. So first thing in the morning is a great time to improve lymphatic circulation, especially if you wake up with puffiness. If you wake up with a puffy face, puffy cheeks, puffy eyes, likewise if you wake up tired or stiff or achy, all of these can be signs that you have some lymphatic congestion issues, and getting on a rebounder can be one of the best ways to relieve that. All right, we'll continue when we come back from our break. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
Affordable health insurance was the promise of Obamacare, but for many, the government mandate caused more problems than it solved. And I want to tell you about a truly affordable alternative, Liberty HealthShare. Liberty HealthShare bypasses doctor and hospital panels, giving you the freedom to choose. 100% coverage up to $1 million per year per occurrence. Includes dental, vision, pharmacy, and holistic care. Call 1-800-714-6993. 1-800-714-6993. 1-800-714-6993 today.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state in back taxes, you know they'll never stop coming after you. With bank levies, wage garnishments, they'll even seize your home or business. The good news? A government program for tax debt forgiveness. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative.
I'm Paul Sibley with U.S. Tax Shield. We can help navigate the new laws, get you protected, and resolve your tax issues permanently.
Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield now for your free consultation and get a guaranteed quote to resolve your case. Call 800-436-6451. That's 800-436-6451.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Would you like to use your IRA funds to buy precious metals and hold them at home? Are you wary of the stock market, paper gold, or faraway depositories? With a checkbook IRA, you may legally take custody of IRA-owned gold and silver. Visit checkbookira.com and learn how IRA owners in all 50 states have already taken control. checkbookira.com. checkbookira.com.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy.
Affordable health insurance was the promise of Obamacare, but for many, the government mandate caused more problems than it solved. And I want to tell you about a truly affordable alternative, Liberty HealthShare. Liberty HealthShare bypasses doctor and hospital panels, giving you the freedom to choose. 100% coverage up to $1 million per year per occurrence, who includes dental, vision, pharmacy, and holistic care. Call 1-800-714-6993. 1-800-714-6993. 1-800-714-6993 today.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
We are talking skin health. We'll be talking skin health for a little bit. There's so much more to talk about. Anti-aging and acne and eczema. We've been spending a lot of time on hyperpigmentation, or actually on lipofuscin, which is a type of pigmentation that gets confused with ordinary pigmentation. Hyperpigmentation simply means too much pigment. Liver spots or age spots are a completely different animal. They involve the fat system. They involve cells that are dying and not being drained away. And all the strategies we've talked about for the last few days are ways that you can not only improve the formation and the elimination of this aging pigment, but also improve overall health and longevity. Bodily movement is super duper important, especially if you wake up first thing in the morning with puffy eyes, or if you wake up in the morning stiff and achy. Even if you wake up in the morning tired after a good night's sleep, these can all be signals of lymphatic congestion, which of course makes sense. You've been laying down for 6 or 7 hours in bed and the lymph hasn't been moving. When we talk about lymphatic congestion, what we're really talking about is a type of hardening. If you can imagine that lymphatic circulation under ordinary circumstances requires movement, pumping action from the muscles, you can imagine first thing in the morning, if the lymph has been coagulating and cloggy and hardening over the course of 6 or 7 or 8 hours, you can imagine now the heart has to work even harder. And now the body and the musculature have to work even harder to accomplish lymphatic circulation. So if you can get on a rebounder first thing in the morning or do a brisk walk first thing in the morning, and by first thing in the morning, I mean as soon as you get out of bed, just get on that rebounder. Or even just deep breathing. Even deep breathing while you're laying in bed can make a big difference. If you've gone to bed after a night of partying, a night of drinking alcohol, or abusing your body in any way, the problem is going to be even worse. You've exacerbated lymphatic congestion because now you've got contamination in the lymph in addition to coagulation in the lymph. Perhaps the signs of a hangover, many of the signs of a hangover may actually be the manifestation of lymphatic congestion and toxicity. So moving your body around on a rebounder or deep breathing or brisk walk or up and down the stairs after a night of drinking, if you feel like doing it anyway, if you're not too hungover, that can be helpful for speeding up detoxification of alcohol. And then deep breathing is another great way to improve lymphatic circulation. It's always a good idea to take a couple of minutes, and you only need 2 minutes or 3 minutes of deep breathing to improve lymphatic circulation. It's always a good idea to do that in the middle of the day before you go to bed. But first thing in the morning is a great time to practice deep breathing exercises. One of the more interesting and fun ways to improve lymph circulation of the lymphatic system and to improve the health of your brain and to detox and to keep yourself and your organs and your skeletal structure healthy, as well as to use something called an inversion device. These are special contraptions that allow you to hang upside down. You've probably seen these things. You wear these anti-gravity boots, and the boots hook onto a bar, and you just literally hang upside down. And these things are relatively easy to use. They have lots and lots of health benefits. If you have a back problem, if you have spinal problems, skeletal problems, scoliosis, pinched nerves, these are great ways to decompress the vertebrae. The vertebrae are the bony components of your spine, of your back. The hanging upside down is a great way to decompress, spread out the vertebrae. As gravity takes its toll over the course of time, vertebrae can become compressed, and this can cause pain. Inversion therapy can help straighten out the vertebrae. Inversion therapy, hanging upside down on an inversion device, it can improve hydration of the tissue. You can soften up the discs, soften up the cartilage between the discs, I should say. And that can improve circulation. It can improve blood flow to the head. It can improve lymphatic circulation. In fact, in my opinion, along with a rebounder, an inversion device is one of the best all-around health promoting and inexpensive and easy to use and non-medical health promoting resources you can ever own. If you're dealing with spasms, back spasms, or compression pain can cause nerves to be compressed. That's called a pinched nerve. Inversion machines can be very helpful for that. Inversion machines are anti-aging. They improve circulation to the brain. If you're dealing with cognitive issues, you can think of an inversion machine actually as a type of brain tonic. Now, they are a little bit intense. You are hanging upside down in boots. If you're elderly, that may be an issue. Although people have been hanging upside down for millennia. People have been there's a book of Indian wisdom called the Upanishads, and the Upanishads actually talk about hanging. They don't talk about hanging upside down, but they talk about doing headstands for improving circulation, for improving the circulation of energy, and also for accessing spirituality. But inversion is not just a spiritual technique. It's fully chiropractic. It's fully beneficial for the structure of the body, for the circulation, as well as for the lymph, as well as for detoxification. It improves drainage, improves the elimination of waste, and it has anti-lipofuscin benefits. And because it lengthens the spine, it can have anti-pain benefits too. And it can reduce pressure on the spinal disc, on the vertebrae. All kinds of benefits for spinal stenosis, for hernias, for disc hernias, for spine degeneration. All kinds of benefits from using these inversion devices. The most common ones are called inversion tables, and they involve hanging completely upside down with your ankles strapped into these boots. It's somewhat intense and somewhat aggressive. Some people don't care. They like to be aggressive, and that's great. But if you're not really interested in 100% inversion, you can get an inversion chair. Inversion, by the way, inversion therapy can sometimes be hard on the ankles and on the knees and on the joints, and you do have to wear those special boots, and you got probably a good idea to have a spotter just to make sure you don't land on your head. But you don't need to go all out with an inversion table, an inversion hanging device in order to get the benefits of inversion. You can use something called an inversion chair. And an inversion chair is a little bit more leisurely. It allows you to sort of lean back and not completely, so you're not completely hanging, you're not completely standing on your head, basically. You're kind of like at a maybe 20-degree angle or 30-degree angle. They're not as intense as the full-blown devices. You don't need boots. You don't need a spotter. You can do these by yourself. They're a lot more comfortable, especially for elderly folks. There's no reason why an elderly person can't do an inversion chair. It's super, super helpful for cognitive and brain health, too. So everybody benefits, not just people who have problems with their joints or their skeletal system. Of course, the detox benefits are also important for everybody. And you're going to get less pressure on your leg muscles. When you're hanging with these gravity boots, it can put some pressure on your knees and on your joints and on your leg muscles. So for older folks, inversion chairs are a little bit easier. If you're interested in exploring the world of inversion, start slowly. Especially if you have a heart problem. Maybe check with your doctor if you have some kind of heart problem, see what he says. It is a little bit stressful on the circulatory system, and you definitely want to start off slowly, maybe a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes a day, and start off with like 15 or 20. If you're going to use the chairs anyway, start off with 15 or 20% inversion, and then work yourself into complete inversion over the course of time. Bottom line here, folks, is moving the lymph, improving the lymphatic system, improving the flow of lymph fluid is multi-beneficial. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network, and we're coming back with your phone calls right after this. All right, we are back on The Bright Side. Tomorrow we'll continue talking about the skin, but we're going to talk about hyperpigmentation, real hyperpigmentation, and that is one of the biggest complaints people have about their skin as they get older. Dark spots. We've been talking about lipofuscin, aging pigment, I guess you'd say. That's a completely different animal. Well, not completely, but pretty much different. As it turns out, melanin is involved in lipofuscin as well. But lipofuscin mostly is a sign of that the aging process is kicking in big time, that the body's becoming toxic. So if you're interested in getting rid of lipofuscin, we spent a lot of time talking about how to do it. Go back to the archives. You could review the supplements and the strategies. Last thing I'll say is move that lymph. Move the lymph for lots of reasons. Move the lymph for anti-aging. Move the lymph to fight cancer. Move the lymph to improve the circulatory system and nutrient delivery and the excretion of waste. And also move your lymph to eliminate liver spots, i.e. lipofuscin. And whether you use nutrition like vitamin E or lecithin or vitamin A or zinc or DMAE, or whether you use exercise or inversion or deep breathing or drinking more water. The lymph is largely composed of water, so drinking more water can help. Whatever you decide to do, these strategies will not only keep your skin looking good, but you'll be feeling better, you'll be living longer, and you'll be fighting disease and reducing the likelihood of the formation of degenerative diseases and cancer in cardiovascular heart health issues as well. And that's all I'm going to say about lipofuscin, although I'm sure we'll be touching upon it again soon enough because it is very important. Tomorrow we'll start talking about true hyperpigmentation. It's technically called melasma, and unlike lipofuscin, it's made up strictly of pigment. It's not cellular debris. It's made up strictly of pigment, and it's on the surface of the skin, not deep. It's on the surface, and because it's on the surface, that gives us a lot more strategies for effectively getting rid of pigmentation, and we're going to spend some time talking about that tomorrow and in the coming days on The Bright Side. All right. Time to hit the phones. 844-236-6010 is our number. Let us go to Sheryl in New York. What's going on, Sheryl? Welcome to The Bright Side. Sheryl, I need you to speak up. Can't hear you.
Hello?
There you go. What's going on, Sheryl?
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I want you to know that while I was waiting, I was working to improve my lymphatic system by deep breathing and rebounding.
Slow. Oh, you were rebounding too?
So, well, I was waiting, yes.
How do you feel?
So out of breath.
Are you invigorated?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Can you tell how you have more circulation in the top of your body, in your head, and in your face area, the top of your body?
Yes, I feel it on the move, my system.
Good deal. Well, you sound great. You sound awesome. What's going on? How can we help you?
Yes, I have a question. Will you please discuss the differences between the Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 tablets and the powder? I ordered the tablets because I was having a little adverse reaction to the powder, so I had not been using it.
What kind of adverse reaction were you having?
A tingling, my tongue, my face.
Really?
Yes. And so I tried, some of the multi-tangy and whatever, and nothing really works. So I'm trying the tablets. And will you please discuss the differences? Because there's a little difference, I think, in the whole foods that may...
Yeah, there's not as much nutrition in the capsules, is basically what it is. And they can't squeeze as much in there. I don't know. I'll tell you, I like the liquid. When you put something in a liquid, several things happen. First of all, you activate some of those nutrients, especially the electrical nutrients. The combination of water and electrolytes and electrical nutrients like the B vitamins and vitamin C creates an electrical effect. So in addition to the straight nutrient, you're actually drinking electrical energy. You're drinking movement, dynamic movement, and that has a beneficial effect above and beyond the nutritional content that you're not going to get in the tablets. Is it tablets or capsules? I think it's capsules.
They're tablets.
Are they tablets?
Yes.
Well, that's. I haven't seen them. I've just heard about them. So here's another thing about tablets. When you're making a tablet, you've got to use a pressure machine, and that involves heat, and that's not necessarily good for the nutrients. And then also you've got to use binders to have all the nutrients stick together. So between the fact that you're getting less electrical energy, you're probably getting less nutrients, you've got the binders, you've got the tableting process, it just doesn't seem like it's as good a product to me. And then last but not least, you can't control the dose as effectively. With the Beyond Tangy Tangerine powder, one of the neatest advantages, in addition to the fact that it's a powder and it goes into water and you drink it and it's electrically active, you can control the dose more effectively. So with tablets, the capsules, you can't control the dose. In pharmacy school, they always tell us that liquids are the best way to get your nutrients next to IV and next to inhaling them through your nose, or also suppository. Suppository, IV, inhaling, those are the best ways to get nutrients right into the blood. But next to that, liquid is going to be the best. Tablets, they've got to go through the digestive system. They've got to get processed with digestive juices. You're dealing with binders. You're also got heat involved. You're not getting as much nutritional value, and then you're not getting the electrical issue, the electrical benefits either. So if you can do the powder and powder and liquid, that's the way to go. If you can't, you can't. I don't know that I've never heard of that tingling issue, and I don't know if you'd avoid that with the tablet, but you're going to have to let me know on that because you'll know more about it when you do it. Does that help you, Sheryl?
Yes, I will. And also the ORAC points are higher with the tablets. Have you heard anything about that?
I'm not. I'm going to have to look into it. I've only heard the tablets are coming out, but I haven't seen them. You know what? I'll do some research on that, and I'll let you know. I'm doing a talk in Denver this Saturday, so I'll probably get asked about it. So I'll do some research on that in the next few days, and I'll give you my take on that as well. But my first, right off the cuff, when you ask me without me having done the research on the specifics, tablets are not going to be as effective as powders and liquids.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you, Sheryl. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. Bye-bye. All right, David in Texas, what's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Hey, good morning, Ben. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. How's it going, man?
Going great. Say, I've got a quick question for you. Actually, I don't know how quick it'll be, but got a couple. A good friend of mine has a child, well, he's a teenager now, who has Coates disease. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's an inflammation of the blood vessels in the eye. And he's facing getting his eye removed.
Okay. Well, before he does that, let's talk about inflammation, okay? Coates disease is pretty rare, but it is basically, while Coates disease is rare, inflammation is not rare. And one of the hallmark ideas, one of the main ideas that we talk about on the Bright Side is it doesn't really matter where your problems are, it matters that your problems are. You follow me? It doesn't matter whether it's in the joints or whether it's in the eyes or whether... Yo, David, what are you doing, man? Good.
I'm here. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
If you're on speaker, get me off because I can't. That's a terrible sound we've got going on here. All right, so anyway, Coates disease is an inflammation of the vessels in the eye, and the appropriate word, or the operative word, is the inflammation. So what you want to do is you want to look for other symptoms. This is how you deal with specific problems. You look for multiple symptoms so you can form a picture of what's going on. So what else does this boy have? He can't just have, nobody just has inflammation or blood vessel problems in the eye. There's got to be other things happening. So you want to look for other symptoms. Of course, the most likely symptoms are going to be digestive because the body's a closed system except for the digestive system. And by the way, when we talk about the body, we're talking about the blood. The tissue is not, the tissue is fed from the blood. So we're talking about, when we talk about stuff getting into the body, what we really mean is stuff getting into the blood. How does stuff get into the blood? Through the digestive system. So the first thing is you always want to look for digestive health issues. Can you hang on, Dave? Let me address this when we come back from our break.
I'd love to talk to you some more.
Okay, hang on. Don't go away. All right, we'll talk about Coates disease. If you're on hold, we'll get you your phone calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this. All right, we're talking to David in Texas about Coates disease. Coates disease is an eye disease, inflammatory and immune eye disease. Here's the thing, David. Nobody just has one type of immune or inflammatory problem, and there's no way to just approach the eye. If you go to the doctor, and he probably has, they'll give you a steroid product for the eye because steroids are anti-inflammatory and they suppress the immune system. Coates disease, by the way, is when you have this exudate and weird vasculature changes, blood vessel changes in the eye. But nobody just has Coates disease. Now, how well do you know this family or this boy?
I know them very well. It's actually my kid's cousin.
Okay. Do you know that he has other health issues? Do you know that if he has other health issues?
He does. He has diabetes.
Okay.
So,
now this is what you're talking, Dave. This is where
what you're saying.
Okay, so that's where you want to work. You see what I'm saying? Nobody just has Coates disease. If you go to the eye doctor, they'll just take out, they're not going to literally, but they'll basically take out his eyeball and coat it with medicine and stick it back in his eye. Now, you said they're actually going to take the whole eye out. Can you imagine this?
That's
and nobody
the plan.
thought about
They're looking for an alternative to that.
Good. Work on the blood sugar. Work on the digestive system. Have the boy fasting. Eliminate anything that's getting into the blood that's causing a problem. It's obviously a blood issue, right? How does stuff get into the blood? Is he an IV drug user? No. Where else? How else can stuff get into the blood? David, I'm not Psychic Ben. I'm Pharmacist Ben, but I'm going to guarantee you he has long-standing digestive health issues. Start working there. As far as supplements go, get him on the Mighty 90. Have him sipping on the BTT, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. It's probably a good idea to get them on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. The Ultimate Enzymes after meals and between meals can help. And then last but most certainly not least, the Fucoid Z, which is made with fucoidin, is wonderful for all circulatory health issues. Fucoid Z is multifunctional, but one of its most important benefits is it helps the circulation and helps blood flow. So digestive strategies, blood sugar strategies, get them on the Healthy Start Pack, use the Biolumin Nightly Essence, the Fucoid Z, and then the Ultimate Enzymes with meals as well as between meals. An elimination diet probably is a good idea too. Look for problem foods. Does that help you, David?
Okay. Yeah, it helps a lot. I have one more question for you if you have time.
Sure.
I called in some time ago. I have Graves' disease, so got all kinds of issues going, right? And you gave me some very good advice. And I'm actually in remission.
Praise God.
So wait a minute. Following your advice.
Okay, that's awesome, Dave. Now listen, you're going to help a lot of people when you answer my question, because there's a lot of people out there with Graves' disease, and the medical model, which I'm going to refrain from cussing at because it makes me so mad, will take your darn thyroid out, or radiate your thyroid, or chemically poison your thyroid in order to deal with Graves' disease. How idiotic. Idiotic with a capital I. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get mad here. Graves' disease is a sign of a freaked out thyroid. So what are you doing? Help some other folks here, David. Tell us what you're doing to get this thing in remission.
Well, I'm taking good doses of probiotics every day. I take your digestive enzymes. I have eliminated just about any food that causes me to have digestive issues after I eat it.
Awesome.
Which has basically reduced me to eating very simple foods. I eat meat. I eat poultry, fish, seafood, vegetables. I actually reduced my amount of fruits because they're just
good for you.
Foodies.
So you're noticing that there's a relationship between. Hang on, David. You're noticing there's a relationship between foods and digestion and your thyroid symptoms, basically put. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And I've also, I'm taking lots of supplements. I take your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I take a lot of other supplements as well. But I had questions regarding one in particular that I was referred to, magnesium nitrate.
Nitrates are they're good. They'll open up the blood vessels. They'll improve circulation. Magnesium is spectacularly important and a very significant nutritional deficiency for a lot of people. Best way to get your magnesium is from vegetables, but the OsteoFX or Beyond OsteoFX will get some. Magnesium nitrate I haven't heard of, excuse me, but nitrates in general I hadn't heard of that. But nitrates in general are definitely going to be beneficial for you for the digestive system and for the vasculature, for the blood vessels and getting oxygen to the tissue. So it's probably a good idea. Magnesium also has benefits for oxygenation and opening up the blood vessels. So it sounds like a good supplement, even though I haven't heard of it. So you might want to consider.
Yeah, I'm having trouble locating that.
I've never seen it.
It's used for a fertilizer, so that's why I thought I'd call you and get your advice before I
get your if you can't find it, get your nitrates from vegetables, celery juice, beet juice, cucumber juice, any kind of veggie juices will get you lots of nitrates. Spinach is a great source of nitrates, green leafies, and magnesium also. Anything that's green is going to have magnesium in it. Magnesium is green. So the best way to get your magnesium and nitrate is with celery or spinach or lettuce or green leafy vegetables, kale, etc. And that will get you some magnesium nitrate right there, so you don't even have to go spend any money or spend a lot of money on a supplement. And I'm going to move on, David. I appreciate your call very much, and thanks for the kind words. And good luck.
Thank you for everything.
Keep up the good work, brother. Good job. All right, that's how easy health can be, my friend. I talked to a guy yesterday. He had horrible cancer. He had liver cancer, he had colon cancer, then it metastasized to the liver. And in my conversation, I asked him how he got a hold of me, and he said that I had been talking to a guy, and I talked to so many people, so sometimes I forget all the individuals that I talked to, but he said that this guy had eye cancer, and the things we talked about here on the bright side and in my phone conversations, he doesn't have it anymore. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we're curing cancer, but that's what happens when you start to make these kind of changes in your life. It's not that you cure cancer, it's that you reverse cancer. And it's not that a magic pill does it or a magic protocol does it. It's just the same darn stuff that we do to keep ourselves healthy, that we should be doing to keep ourselves healthy. And so when David says that he's reversing his symptoms of Graves' disease, it's like no surprise. These are the kind of things that are available to all of us without doctors, without drugs, without me, without Pharmacist Ben. We can do this all on our own. All right. Let's go to Mitchell in Texas. Welcome to the bright side, Mitchell. What's going on?
Yeah, hi, Ben. So this is sort of a general question. How do you know whether a particular drug requires a prescription or not, without going to a doctor and having them tell you?
You got to look it up. There's plenty of ways to look it up these days on the internet. Just look up the name of the drug, the chemical name or the brand name, and then it'll tell you if it's a legend item or a prescription item. Back in the old days, you'd have to get a PDR, a physician's desk reference. Nowadays, you just look everything up online, and it'll tell you.
Well, actually, what I'm fussing with is whether what I'm looking for is a prescription in one state versus another. So
no,
how does
prescription drugs don't vary by state. They're federal.
Well, I don't know if that's completely true or not because
tell me what you're thinking.
I take well, let me tell you why I say that. So I take insulin, and that I know is
a prescription
in some states, but not in the state where I live.
What state do you live in?
I don't need a prescription. Texas.
Okay, so insulin's a little bit different because it's something that the body makes, and sometimes there's like exemptions for things like insulin and hormones and DHEA and substances like that. But I hadn't heard that. Texas is a bit unusual. For the most part, they're going to be federal. Although insulin might be an exception because insulin's a hormone. It's not really a pharmaceutical. In other words, it's not a pharmaceutical drug per se. Although it could be regulated as a pharmaceutical drug. It's not made with drug kinds of technology. It's more like it's made with either recombinant DNA or it's real insulin. It's genetically modified or it's real insulin from an animal. But I don't think that's not really the same as like an ordinary prescription drug. But for the most part, they are federal. Most prescription drugs, they're not regulated by the state. They're regulated by the Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, I believe, and the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Does that help you, Mitchell? I'm out of time. But let me look.
Definitely start.
Yeah, insulin is a little bit different than an ordinary drug, but for the most part, drugs are FDA and DEA, regulated by the FDA and DEA. Those are federal agencies. All right, thanks for your call, Dave. Mitchell, I appreciate it, and I'm sorry if we left you on hold. Invariably, we do that, but that's why you got to call in early so we can get to all our calls. If we did leave you on hold and you want to talk to me, please call tomorrow and tell our call screener we left you on hold. We'll get you first up. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, friends, to The Bright Side. Have yourselves a spectacular, awesome day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
It's so lonely here. I can barely stand it. I'm waiting for you to stroke your keys and unload over at gcnlive.com/community. Oh, come on. I know you have things to share, and there's a whole place waiting for you to share them. Light some candles, pour yourself a drink, and get cozy. Log in at gcnlive.com/community. Lots of people are satisfied. Why not satisfy yourself at gcnlive.com/community? I'm waiting. Get out of the friend zone at delicious.com.
Serious investors and traders want to make an 81% return in 60 seconds? We can show you how using our free tool. Use the same secret algorithm professional hedge fund managers use to make billions of dollars in profits. Turn $250 into $4,903 in just 7 clicks of a mouse. Our tool is so simple, my 82-year-old grandmother can use it to make insane stock market profits. Best part, it's 100% free. Go to richmoneyrich.com. Watch the free video before the hedge funds make us take it down. richmoneyrich.com. That's richmoneyrich.com.
Did you know that drinking pure, high-alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen oxygen content and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com today.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically, and Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2015 for 30% off of your entire order, and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
Friends, this is Alex Jones for MidasResources.com. For more than 15 years, I have exclusively used Midas Resources for all my precious metal needs. Whether it's bullion or collectibles you're looking for, Midas Resources is simply the best. I own my gold as a hedge against inflation. This Federal Reserve fiat currency could go the way of the Deutschmark and the Weimar Republic anytime. In these historically dangerous times, it makes sense to physically hold gold and silver. Midas already has some of the best deals in the industry. But if you give them a call and mention the radio special, they will give you a list of the day's super specials. Midas brokers are standing by to answer all your questions at 800-686-2237. They also have a lot of informative free literature explaining the opportunities and risk of holding precious metals. They are ready to answer your questions at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.